Hey everyone, welcome back to Adventures with Edna. I'm Chris, and today we're getting back on to part 2 of Edna Gets Wired. If you remember from the first part of the video, we only got the ignition and starter wired up and a lot of the under hood wires removed from the original harness. So today we're going to go back in there and get the rest of the wiring done if at all possible. I'm wanting to take Edna to Charlotte tomorrow for another video, and I don't want to go into North Carolina and not have my tail lights working properly or the license plate not showing. So something I got to admit to right now is I had a major video screw up today. I started recording this video earlier and basically went through the same introduction, and then we left to run to Home Depot and Lowe's to get some brackets to relocate the license plate. As you can see, you can only see EDN and not the rest of it. So I got all of that recorded and then realized that you don't get any sound if you forget to turn on the microphone. So I ended up with 30 minutes of silent video. So I might go back and try to edit that, maybe do some voiceover on it just to kind of make it more of a blooper video, I guess. But anyway, I have the stuff that I need now. So before we get back on the wiring, we're going to go back to changing this license plate around so that it can be seen. I guess it's bad enough not having your license plate showing, but it's probably even worse when you have a vanity tag that you can't see. It looks really dirty. I got these nifty little brackets from Home Depot that I'm going to use to mount it up under the bumper here. I got this idea from the Facebook page 1948 to 1952 Ford F1. So if you're not familiar with that page, it's actually pretty good as far as getting to see some good pictures of these trucks, and also as far as a good community of guys that are helping each other out, giving each other ideas, that sort of thing. And so after I put the bumper on, I know that other people do this bumper tuck as well to keep the bumper up higher and closer to the body, but it kind of eliminates being able to see the license plate in its factory position. So I put a post on there looking for ideas on how to do it, and this guy had these brackets that he got from Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere that he put on, and didn't have to do any drilling into the bumper. I kind of like the clean look of the bumper not having anything on it, so I thought this would be a cool way to keep the license plate low without actually having to drill anything or do anything drastic. It got really hot now that the sun came out. Suddenly sweating bullets out here. I got some stainless steel screws to hold the brackets to the plate. Unfortunately, the brackets are going to end up on the front of the license plate, which kind of sucks. I don't think they'll be overly noticeable because it does sit behind the bumper a little bit. Is that 3/8 wrench fit this, or is that a different size? It's a hair smaller. Let me get a wrench. Yep. Well, it's visible. I'm not sure if I like it though. The brackets are a little more noticeable than I thought they were going to be. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this. This is the first time we've ever actually been able to see the whole license plate very good, because even the original bumper, or bumper in quotations. Still covered up the 50 part, so you only ever saw like Edna and most of the S. I think I need a bigger wrench because I got to take off the original license plate bracket because there's no point in it just sitting there for no reason. Got to get the lens off to get to the mounting surface, or to the bolts that mount it on. Figure out. It's not like I spent a lot of time taking these off. Well, that's definitely not cool. Can I just unplug this? This is not how I wanted that to go. Probably should have paid attention to which one went where. All right, let's reassemble. The tail irons aren't that old and the boot's all ripped up already. It's irritating when none of this stuff is cheap. Missing a lock washer. You have to put the bulb back in if you want it to work. Now, I won't actually know until it's nighttime, but hopefully the license plate light will still shine down far enough to hit that, because it does hit the ground. Back to the wiring. I'm going to take this back off temporarily, just to kind of give me a better idea of what wires are in wires and what wires are out wires. Apparently I put this on here tighter than I thought I did. Alright, so we have power going into the relay, and we have this black wire here, which must go to the key. I think. Well, maybe not. On the inside, the black wire says horn. Where's the other black wire go? The other black wire goes to fuel. And that green wire comes out of there and goes inside the truck to alternator exit light. Excite light. I don't know. Light switch power. So the big blue wire says fan. It goes there. And it comes back out on the big orange wire and goes in. This thing's set up really weird. So this big orange wire now, where's that going? That goes into the truck. But where does it go? Okay, so this is definitely wired wrong already. Because this blue wire that's got power goes through the fan, and I've got it connected to the ignition. This pink wire here goes to the coil, while this big pink wire here goes inside the truck to supply power somewhere. Fuel relay. Relay is what wire? Relay is this green wire here. I don't feel very confident that I know what I'm doing here. The big red wire should be getting power to something to power all of those up. Ignition switch accessories. Okay, so I feel like this brown wire here needs to go to the ignition, so we're sending it there. Okay, so this brown wire needs to go to the key, because that's the power to the dash, wiper, and radio. We don't have a radio, but if we did have a radio, we would want it to run through this side. Okay, brown wire to the key. Camera rolled over and I didn't notice. Alright, I also noticed something else that's wrong in here that I need to go back and fix. And I got the wrong socket. Oh, there's a wire sticking on the carpet right here. That's what stabbed me. Alright, so this orange wire here should actually be going to the battery, and the blue wire that's connected to the battery should be coming here. The power runs the same way, but it doesn't allow me to put anything on anywhere else. So, what wires are coming off for now? Now, that means the other stuff on the other side coming off of this wire will now have power when I connect it. So, we're going to connect this back on. And this wire needs to come off. When you're doing automotive wiring, you should always disconnect the battery. You should do this first. This is where the mistake happened. I shouldn't have connected the wire yet. Let's see, that's got to come off. Let's take this wire off. Alright, this blue wire. Blue wire, pink wire, yellow wire. Alright, I don't believe that yellow wire needs to come over here. So I think I can take that back. Okay, so just this orange wire here needs to come over there. So we need a big enough terminal to go to the battery. I think I'm going to use this big green wire to send power to the heater. Since I don't have an electric fuel pump, that'll now be the heater. It looks like a mess, but it's a mess. But I'll figure it out. This big red wire needs to go over there. And this orange wire. Go the way it was supposed to. Alright, so we can hook back up the stuff that I need over here. So that's coming over here. This is coming over here. This is coming over here. Get back on there. That's where you go. Now, we can cut this wire, or wire tie, because we're going to send all this stuff back to the other side. Alright, now, the blue wire now needs to go, well, we have two blue wires inside. This one here needs to go to the ignition. So let's go handle that. Oh man, my tripod just broke. We got a dead leg. Okay, so the blue wire that we sent back in is this one. So now that needs a small connector to go onto there. Now this can go onto here. That's going in there. Now we gotta make sure that our key switch situation still works. After we reconnect the battery. All right. Okay, so here is something I whipped up off camera. Was making a charging system to go in the truck for charging my phone and anything else I might need to charge. And I hid it inside the ashtray here because I don't smoke. So the plan for this is to hide this in here as the new charger assembly. So now, when I open the glove box, or the ashtray, it's now a charger. And as an extra bonus, the power that runs through this, there's a little display that lights up right here that also registers what the alternator is charging. So I kind of have a combination. So if I ever want to know if the alternator is charging, all I got to do is open this up and look at that. Stealth mode. Alright, I'm starting to feel like some things are happening. I also realized that all I really got to do is move these things and I can keep them on there so I know which views they are. So, we are about to have power to the new phone charger because I'm about to hook that to the radio wire. And this will give it constant, or not constant power, this will give it power whenever the key switch is on. And I like the idea of the digital readout for the alternator, since I can't tell how that, or when that's charging or not, since I don't have an alternator gauge, since there's no way to make it work when you switch to volts. Now we got this wire going in here. This wire is going to go in here. Now, when I turn the key switch on, it should work. Let's see what happens if we start it, because it should read the alternator. Alright, so it's reading 13.0 down to 12.9. And if I give it the gas, it jumps up to 14.4. Let you guys see what it's doing. If I give it, well, let's just put it back up here again, I guess. Oh, it looks funny on camera. So, here it is, 12.7 at a loping idle. It's not really warmed up, so it's idling pretty slow at the moment. I start giving it the gas. Suddenly we're at 14.4. And it idles around 13. And if we shut the truck off, everything goes dead. Perfecto. I found an issue with wiring up the switch to the heater switch here. This is my heater switch, and my plan is to connect the fuel pump wire to it because that's more than big enough to carry the power to it, and it's fused. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working, and then I realized that this wire right here, the power wire, has come unsoldered. So I'm going to have to fix that. I'll have to get some help on that because I don't have a soldering iron. There's still a lot of wires hanging down. Some of them go to the tail lights, and I'm going to wind up not needing them because all that stuff is new wiring anyway. So, and I'm pretty sure I fused everything. I am having a problem at the moment with the tail lights and the headlights. I've got brake lights, I've got turn signals, I've got emergency flashers, but I don't have any running lights as far as the tail lights go, or the parking lights go, or the headlights. And even though I haven't tracked it down yet, I'm pretty sure it's a ground issue because I haven't touched any of that wiring. All of that wiring is new because I replaced that a while back, but I've been disconnecting the original harness as I've been going along through this process. So I'm pretty sure that I just disconnected a ground that wasn't new, since none of those are working at all. But like I said, I have turn signals, brake lights, and emergency flashers. So progress. But it's getting pretty late. I'm getting hungry. It's time to start grilling. So I'm going to go ahead and end this project here for today. Maybe we'll get the rest of it in a part 3. So anyway, we hit 200 subscribers. I wish Chance could have been here to see that. So that's pretty exciting that we finally hit another milestone. I know he's going to be really excited, so let's keep getting those numbers up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see how much we can grow this channel. That's it for me, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another video where we'll be taking her to Charlotte and picking up a door. So thanks for watching Adventures with Edna, and we'll see you in the next one.